All right. So going into this weekend, this is how everything was looking like, right? And we understand that it's going to change with Georgia Tech and Miami losing their game. So we got to change up the rankings over here. At number one, it's Ohio State. But we have agreed as a group that we think Indiana is the number one team. Now, Christina in the chat for YouTube, she had some things against us for congratulating them for beating a team like Maryland. But Maryland is a good football team.
Maryland's a good football team.
It's not just Maryland, though. It's what they've done this entire year.
And she's calling them basketball schools. So Matt has been
right.
It's
not, no.
But you've been one guy that's been really huge on Indiana. Even last week, you were like, they were number one. I had Ohio State at number one. Now, why was that reason that you have Indiana as a number one team in the country?
I think the main reason why I have Indiana number one is just the fact that I feel like they play great complementary football. They don't give up explosive plays, right, on the defense side of the football, right? D'Angelo Pons, Lewis Moore playing phenomenal. You know how much I love that linebacker unit there at Indiana. And, of course, Fernando Mendoza, Elijah Surratt. We saw Cooper as well with his great double move against that Maryland secondary. So I think they just got all of the answers to the test now, and it really is just about fans at home, like, just get used to it. Stop moving the goalpost further away from the Indiana Hoosiers because they are a good football team, and I don't think they're going anywhere for a very long time with Cignetti as their head coach.
Yeah, Fernando Mendoza right now is being looked at by a lot of draft evaluators, and this is just to speak into the smart people here at ESPN. I'm not going to talk like I'm an evaluator of
He's
any
a pro
sort.
quarterback,
but exactly. And he's being talked about as being the first overall draft pick, the number one quarterback on the board. And this is not something that we saw coming into the season. Him and Surratt are the best quarterback wide receiver tangent that I believe in the country. So they've done really well there. And then we've also now going through the rest of the top four here. We have switched things up a little bit. So we have Indiana at number one as our number one team. And then we have Ohio State at number two. Now, Ohio State, we understand so much talent on that roster, but they haven't really beat anybody, right? At this point, it's looking better for Texas because Texas, they have beat Oklahoma. Oklahoma ends up beating Tennessee today. Now things look better for Texas's resume and Ohio State's resume. And then we put Alabama at number three, Texas A&M at four. At number five, we do like Georgia Tech there. We agreed as a group. Number six.
All right, let's start. Well, let's start moving some teams out of here. Because these two teams lost, Miami lost. So let's kind of figure that out.
Okay, so we got Ole Miss at number six. So we're going to put Ole Miss at six. Go click on Ole Miss. And then at number seven, we got Oregon as a group. And number eight, we have
BYU.
So BYU is going to move up off the bye again. They will see Texas Tech
BYU
next weekend on the road. So we'll see how that plays out.
And then this is a team that we believe has been playing really well. We understand that they have 2 losses on their record. But the way that Notre Dame has been playing, Matt, you got to put them in at 9.
No doubt. No doubt. Notre Dame is a good football team, getting better, right, especially defensively. So,
So we're going to take Georgia Tech out, and we're going to substitute them with right now, which is our second team out, put Texas Tech in there at 10.
Right.
Yep, Texas Tech still playing really great football. We understand that they have some losses on their record, and then Virginia, the cardiac team.
Kids,
They're just gonna swap places with
Virginia right there
with Miami. So and we'll leave Memphis in there at number 12.
All right, what do we think? Best group of 5 right now as it stands, right? Especially 2 ranked as that goes. I mean, first of all, this is a super fun bracket as is right now.
No question.
And I love the Notre Dame BYU there in the first round. So that's going to be an awesome on-site football game too. Virginia, Ole Miss, that would be an interesting matchup. We'll see with the ACC. I feel like there's a lot more to kind of be decided within that conference. Ole Miss, man, hey, we've been waiting for that Lane Kiffin, all that. I don't think it's happening. I think Trinidad Chambliss really is kind of like that little extra recipe that they've always needed. Really look forward to seeing what Oregon really is in these next few weeks as well.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
so
I'm just looking over here at the chat. I want to make sure that we're still, because this is a part where I know you guys are going to jump in. They're not happy that Texas A&M is a team at number 3. They feel like they should go up a little bit higher because they beat Notre Dame. If we have Notre Dame over there,
because nobody likes Indiana. That's really what it comes down to. It has nothing to do with the fact that they beat Notre Dame. It's just the fact that nobody wants to give Indiana any respect, right? And that's what. But hey, they're the number 4 seed here, right? They're a good football team, and I think really ultimately we're going to know exactly where they lie depending on how they perform against Texas this season.
And I see Cole in the chat talking about the disrespect with Big 12 teams, but we do have 2 Big 12 teams in there right now. We got Texas Tech and we got BYU. Now, we know that these 2 teams are going to handle each other. It's going to naturally take care of itself when they face off, which will be fun to watch. But as it stands right now, before the playoff committee officially does their bracket on Tuesday, where we will have our rankings reaction show in the same place that you are watching us here. Make sure you tune in with us then. But
I think we beat the committee. I think we beat them to it. But I also think that our bracket is pretty reasonable. I mean, you could change up some of the seeds in this bracket, but the teams, I think, are probably who you're going to see come Tuesday night with the committee. BYU and Texas Tech, that's going to work itself out next week, right?
The ACC, I think that's really one of the bigger things that needs to kind of play out as the season goes, right? It's just like, who wins the championship? What are the final records and all that? Do they get 2 teams? Do they only get the 1?
Right.
And I think that'll have a big factor into the Big 12, the SEC, and the Big 10.